Good day, good day, good day, everyone. Welcome to Morning Sip with Rev Melissa. I am Rev Melissa, and SIP stands for Spirit in Practice, where we practice because practice makes progress. Yes. So, my passion is to support people in transforming their lives. 2024. I'm going to keep saying this for the rest of this month. It is time. It is 2024. No longer will we be sitting on the sidelines, not living life in our purpose. It is over. That is over. We are about being and living our divine purpose. Everyone has a purpose. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here. So if you need support, moving from where you are to where you imagine yourself to be, and we're going to talk about imagination again today, then reach out to me. It is my mission to give inspiration through spiritual life coaching. I'm a spiritual life coach, through preaching and through teaching that ignites the divine spark within you to live life in joy, connected to your yes. Connected to your yes. So reach out. You can send me a direct message on my social media through Facebook and through Instagram, and we can set up some time to talk, because this is my ministry of joy. So welcome, everyone. Welcome to today's show. It's good to see you, Shay Love. It's good to see you, Pamela, Miss Bliss. It's good to see everyone joining in from everywhere on Instagram, on YouTube, on Facebook, and streaming on New Thought Media Network. So we are wrapping things up today. We're going to wrap up our quality series about imagination today. So, how are you doing? How are you doing with your quality? We might do a roll call today if I don't run out of time. How are you doing with your quality? So, I've given you homework for this month to set yourself up for the rest of the year. I'm giving you joy work. Let me call it joy work to do that will set you up for the rest of the year. So we've chosen our quality. Yes, we have written it down. These last 2 weeks have been about writing, and the power of writing with our hands, not typing it on a keyboard into our computers and devices, writing by our God-given hands is very powerful. So we're writing down our quality. We are writing down our theme for the year, right? We are writing down a affirmation for our qualities. And then we are practicing just taking it in more deeply by writing our affirmation every single day in the morning and in the evening. And you determine the number of times you're going to write it. Yeah, write it, right? So I chose 3. So I write my affirmation. This morning I wrote the one about surrender. So I wrote, I am surrendering to God's unchanging hands. And every time I would write it, I would just feel chills, right? The energy of it. I am surrendering to God's unchanging hands. So I don't know what number I'm up to, but the next thing is you're going to create an experience about that quality, not how you're going to have the experience, but what you would like to experience. Yes. So I have been talking about rest, and I realized that with rest comes structure. So I have a whole experience that I wrote out about structure and its connection to rest, right? And then what we've been talking about this week is using our imagination. So I go within because everything is created within us. Everything is created within. Everything is created within first. And I just use my imagination about the structure and the rest, about surrendering, right? I have a whole movie that plays out in my imagination. And I take in what I'm seeing, what I'm feeling. I'm taking in all the senses, all of that, because I want to have a strong signal, right? We talked about this yesterday. The reality threshold, the signal that you put out through your imagination, is it strong or if is it weak? If it's weak, it will not pass over the reality threshold. And your brain will be like, oh, that ain't really happening. But if it's a strong signal, it will be imprinted in your brain as if it is real. So that is the reality threshold. So this is all backed by neuroscience and neuropsychology and all of that, right? A lot of research because the research used to be, and I told you I took a deep dive in this. So a lot of the research was based on some studies that were done. The initial research was based on studies that were done in 1910. And then a lot of neuroscientists repeated that research. And that kept happening over and over and over and over again until there was a breakthrough because technology, the brain scans are more nuanced and they can pinpoint things like down to like a little less than a P, you know? And it was discovered that yes, your imagination is powerful, but the belief that if you imagine it, your brain can't tell if it's real or not is not 100% accurate, right? So now it is being discovered that your brain, the activity of your brain will light up if the imagination signal is strong enough. So if it's weak, if you kind of sort of don't believe it, that's a weak signal. And your brain is going to be like, yeah, that ain't real, right? So we get to imagine our quality and we get to practice strengthening our belief about who we are expressing as our quality. That is the practice. That is the practice. So we don't practice when we just feel like it. We practice every single day. You ask anyone that has excelled at anything, and they will tell you that they practice every day for hours throughout the day. All I'm suggesting that we do is we spend a little bit of time in the morning and in the evening, and then throughout the day, a moment here and there, recentering ourselves, re-anchoring ourselves, re-grounding ourselves in the vibration of our quality. Yes. And we can use our imagination to support us in the feeling, tone, and the experience of it as already being so. But we can't do it weak. We got to do it strong. We got to do it strong. So, what are your dominant mental images? What are your dominant mental images? Right? So, we may have mental images that are in contrast to our quality. We become aware of that, and then we can make a conscious choice to choose another image, to choose another thought, to choose another feeling, right? And we can impress upon that on our subconscious mind, the creative field. Yes? So, what are your dominant mental thoughts? What are the mental images that occupy your mind? Do you catch yourself? I catch myself all the time. And I'll be like, girl, what are you thinking about? Come on. I have to go get myself. You know how I have to go get myself. Go, girl, where you going? And I gather her up and I'm like, okay, all right. I saw you done wandered off again. But here we are. Let's take a deep breath. Let's just slow it down. Take that sacred pause. I speak my affirmation. I invoke it. I declare it. And I say it because it is true. And that takes less than a minute to do. Less than a minute to do. So, this is what we get to do. This is what we get to practice, right? So, we pay attention. Are our dominant images, our dominant mental images, and it comes down to two things, right? Are they fear based or are they love based? And there's a whole bunch of stuff in between that. But the bottom line is, are you imagining fear or are you imagining from the energy and the power of love? Yes? Yes. So I want to share something with you that is in alignment with what we've been talking about. And this is from this month's Science of Mind magazine. And it was on January 10th. So if you have it, I'm not going to read the whole thing, but if you want to read it, it's January 10th, 2024. And the daily guides were created by Jeffron Seeley. And I love his writing. I love the way he writes. Like he gets to the heart of the matter. So January 10th, the heading for it is belief in self is greater than fear of the unknown. So Jeffron writes, take a moment and turn your attention within. Think about the things that excite you. Bring into your mind and heart the unique gifts you came into the world possessing. The gifts you feel would make the greatest impact on the planet and bring fulfillment to your spirit. As you see these gifts, ideas, and dream clearly, ask yourself, is there anything preventing me now from sharing these more abundantly with others? I find one thing comes up nearly I find one thing comes up nearly without exception. Fear. Fear of not being perfect, fear of not being liked, fear of embarrassing ourselves. What's interesting about these fears is that they've been created within these people's minds. They are not real, but imaginary. Imaginary monsters that devour and consume gifts and dreams. The tragic part is we unconsciously feed this beast of fear each day, making it seem even more ferocious. So, what is the opposite of fear? For me, it is belief in myself. How can we use our mind and imagination to fuel our belief in ourselves? Simply recognize that every step, every breath, every action you commit it to is divinely guided by the essence of life. Recognize that every step, every breath, every action you commit to is divinely guided by the essence of life. And you are bringing forth creation by way of this creative energy that enables you to be. Thus, your creation interacts with other creation, all of which flows from the Creator. We are giving ourselves to ourselves. We are practicing using our imagination of our quality, the truth. Our quality is already the truth about who you are. And there was some reason that you decided this year, this year, I am embodying, I am expressing this quality more fully through and as me because it is related to your gifts, it is related to your purpose, it is who you already are. You came in with it and you'll go out with it, right? So we can use our imagination to fuel that because we use our imagination all the time to imagine the worst, right? To imagine what we don't want to experience, to imagine what had happened over and over and over again. So we know how to use our imagination. The question is, will you use it effectively? Will you use it intelligently? Will you use it in love towards yourself? Towards yourself. So we are practicing using our imagination to fuel our quality and strengthen that signal, right? Because we want to make it over the threshold, y'all. That reality threshold. We want to cross over and imprint upon our brain, create those new pathways that this new reality is living through. We want to impress upon our subconscious mind using our consciousness, our conscious mind, that this is the new belief. This is the expanded belief that is based in love and not fear. So these are the tools that we get to use this year. And I pray it's clear, and I pray that you will use it. All right? And I am here to support you 100% of the way. So, like I say, reach out. Send me a direct message on Facebook and Instagram, and we can set up some time to talk. So, I think I want to do a quick roll call because I just want to put everyone's quality out into the atmosphere again and remind everyone again what you have committed to. Yes? All right. So before I do that, I'm going to check the chat. Okay. Thank you, Linda. Yeah, I know that New Thought Media Network on Facebook isn't working today. So I'm glad you found me on YouTube. Always go to YouTube. Face, always go to YouTube, iamrevmelissa or New Thought Media Network, and you will be able to get on. Consistency of my practices works for me. Yes. I love that sentence, Linda. And so Linda could take that into her imagination. She could imagine herself consistently doing her practices, right? She can take that into her imagination and picture herself actually doing the different aspects of her practice. That's beautiful. All right, I got it exactly from Michelle. Bring it back, girl. Okay, I don't know what I'm bringing back, but yeah, there we go. Oh, so what am I reading from? I was reading from the Science of Mind magazine. So this is published by Science of Minds Centers for Spiritual Living. So it's a monthly, well, now bi-monthly. They have 2 issues, 2 months in one. So you could just go to Centers for Spiritual Living, csl.org, and you can subscribe to the Science of Mind magazine, and I was reading from January 10th, 2024, the daily guide on that day. So that's what I was reading from. All right, let's get into a quick, you'll see Davy. Oh, Davy want to be in the show too, y'all. Y'all can see him good on Instagram, but here he is. There he is. There's Davy. All right, roll call, roll call. Sekou, abundance and comedy. Fee, steadfast. Linda, emerging radiant joy. Yes. Shay, infinite sacred love, acceptance, and harmony. Bonnie, love, peace, confidence, and prosperity. Laura, acceptance. Pamela, bliss. Erica, love. America, love and harmony. Stacy, clarity. Rev Deb, peace, compassion, and surrender. Chris, peace. Susie, transformation. Sue, authenticity, being my true self. Caroline, hope, joy, and patience. Cheryl, peacefulness. Jan, gratitude. Onay, harmony, courage, wisdom, and grace. Wayne, strength. Ronald, peace, blessings, and abundance. Mommy, love and peace. Nan, connection and creativity. Donna, self worth. Christine, power. Roxanne, faith and authenticity. So, those are everyone who has submitted their quality. That's it. That is it. So, if you want to be included in this, because I send a positive, loving energy to everyone on that list every single day as part of my evening prayers. So you could just put it in the comments what your quality, that high vibration quality is for you. And I will add you to the list and you do all the things that I recommend that you do as part of your spiritual practice. All right. All right. So let's get into some joy news. Mm, joy news. So, on Sunday, this Sunday, for Sunday in Praise, the other sip, 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time, I will be sharing an inspirational talk that I gave last Sunday at Rockland Centers for Spiritual Living. It is I Am Because You Are. And our theme this year at Rockland Centers for Spiritual Living is Ubuntu, we rise together. So we are in that vibration of Ubuntu for 2024, connection and oneness. So please join me for service at Rockland Centers for Spiritual Living, where I am the spiritual director, senior minister. We have our service virtual this Sunday. You can go to rocklandcsl.org, click on Sunday service. The Zoom link is there, or you could watch the live stream on Facebook. So this Sunday, my message is strength lies in unity. Strength lies in unity. So please join me on Sunday for some inspiration. Also, please mark your calendars. Our next meditation with the full moon will be on Wednesday, January 24th at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time, right where you're watching me now. Wednesday, January 24th, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. So we do a full-blown spiritual practice with the moon, and we're going to be incorporating our quality in our meditation with the full moon and get some of that moon energy infused into our quality. So please join me for that. Whenever we have our full moon meditation, we do not have our morning sip. So sip is at 8:30 p.m. on January 24th. So I will remind you of that again. And please also mark your calendars. I'm planning to have our annual Life Visioning Board workshop in February. Save the date for February 10th. I think that's the Saturday that it's going to be on. and it's a half-day workshop. So we put in some time, but we end with a beautiful life visioning board. So please join me for that, and I'll share more about that also. All right. Today, please check out the Feed King Show at 11:30 a.m. Eastern Time on Facebook, on Instagram. Feed King is your go-to fitness girl, fitness woman. She works with women over the age of 40 specifically, but not exclusively, to support them in transforming their physical beingness. Yes, so if you've been one of your goals, if one of your intention is wellness and well-being and being physically fit in 2024, you want to check out Feed King. Yes, you do. Ah, yes, Shay, it does. Thank you, Shay. So yes, the community cafe on Wednesday is at 7 o'clock. So we'll be done in plenty of time. We're usually done a little after 8 to make our transition over to meditation with the moon. Yes, Shay, I was very much aware of that, but thank you for pointing that out. So you got a twofer, y'all. You could join us for our community cafe with Shay, who does an amazing process of healing. So the energy is so delicious. And then we could transition right into the meditation with the full moon. Oh, that's going to be a great night. All right. Thank you, Shay. And Shay does an amazing job leading and facilitating and guiding us through the healing modality of NET. Thank you, Shay. All right. I think that is it. Oh, one other thing. This Monday, Sekou, my soul brother, is doing his first seminar, y'all, since having the stroke. And it is focused on money because that is his thing. So Get Rich One-on-One Seminar, creating your emergency plan. What is your emergency plan? Your emergency financial plan. So that is Monday, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Send it's $10. You could pay via Cash App, and then Sekou will send you the link for the seminar. So that is Monday, January 22nd at 7 p.m. Also follow Sekou. He got amazing stuff coming up to support us in investing. He has a session coming up Sunday. Eric Blank, if you didn't watch today's show, you want to watch today's show. Eric Blank was his guest. He is a investor through Forex. And if you don't know what that is, you want to watch the show and find out, because he gives a really good explanation and definition of Forex that I finally understand. So he's doing a free, oh, no, I'm getting them mixed up. Eric is offering us access to his platform. So Sekou will have that information on his social media. And another guest that he had that I can't think of his name right now, he is also Brian. He is also giving a free seminar on Sunday at 1 o'clock for Sekou's community. So check out Sekou Rice on social media, and all the information's there on his Facebook page. So I think I got everything in. Have a wonderful everything every day. Do your practice, be your quality, and know that you matter. You're necessary. The world needs you. And I am so grateful that you are here. So peace and blessings, peace and justice. We're living life in joy, connected to our yes.